Hello, everyone. Welcome back. We're here to solve the mystery. We've just received our third mysterious letter. And we have to call Scotland Yard. Okay, I got an achievement for sitting in a chair. It's call Scotland Yard.
We received a new letter from ABC in the 10 o'clock post.
Where and when?
In Cheston. Today.
Today? I'll inform the population immediately.
I'll check the train times. Call me back.
That's the other thing, is we were given some advance before. Now it's today.
Hastings, what you are doing is an absolute disaster. That is no way to pack suitcases.
Heavens, we must hurry. We
A
have
man's
to get to
gonna
Chester
die,
before the murder.
Poirot. Order is essential.
Hastings' order and method are always necessary, regardless of the circumstances.
Okay. I'll let you pack them.
All the same, it really is a disgrace to leave your belongings in such a mess.
Bath towel. Badly folded pajamas. Unprotected bottles. God, a badly closed toothpaste. Hastings, come on. And odd socks? What's gotten into you?
Voila. It only took a minute.
Poirot, you were right. I've just consulted the ABC guide. There's no hurry. The next train doesn't leave till 11:45.
You see, there is no need to hurry. We will not be in Cheston until tomorrow morning. After the murder.
But why has the murderer warned us so late? It's not what he usually does. Did he do it on purpose?
Very good question, Hastings. We should also compare the letter we have just received with the other two. Although I have very little doubt about what we will find.
Yeah, I think he needed to warn us late. Because, he had to get there, or something.
It is not a good time.
It's not a good time to... Isn't this how we compare the letters? Or do I have to go get the letter? Do you have it here, Hastings? Oh, that's a wall. Oh, here it is, okay.
In his haste, Hastings tore the envelope. Yeah, piece of envelope. Address written on this envelope is wrong. Killer wrote White Horse Mansions. Is it a mistake? No, he is too meticulous for that. How about this other piece of envelope? Not known at White Horse Mansions and White Horse Court. Try White Haven Mansions. Ah, he wrote the wrong address, so it got redirected. That's what it was. And here's the letter. Poor Mr. Poirot. Not so good at...
So we were supposed to get this letter presumably a couple days ago.
Right, let us compare this new letter with the second one.
Alright.
Let us examine this more closely.
Got the eyes? Oh, I have to start over here.
Certain
Got the
characters in the two
eyes.
letters.
Got the eyes.
Yes, this eye is weird. Yes, the eye characters in the two letters do
And then the
indeed have the
W's.
same defects. I have to find some other...
Near the W's. And we got the A's as well.
The W is not Of course, the W.
It's literally
I
the
have
same
to find
three.
some
I don't know why we need
Yes,
to do this.
the-
Because it's like it's
That's
literally
right.
the same three
The A
letters.
characters in the two letters do indeed have the same defects. My theory was right.
This is literally the exact same puzzle we solved yesterday.
Let us now try and get our brain cells to work.
Why does the murderer want us so late? Wrong address. White Horse Whiskey?
The letter should have arrived in time. The postmark shows that it was sent 3 days ago. However, our man made a mistake in the address, which explains the delay. All the same, the post office took their time correcting the error.
Come on, Poirot. Your address is not quite as well known as that of Scotland Yard.
But this guy's targeting me. How would he get my
Poirot, the
address wrong?
telephone. It must be Jap.
The fact that it was White Horse Whiskey... Oh, I forgot that the phone is over here. That's fine. Poirot takes his time.
I have some news from Churchton. Bad news, I'm afraid. Sir Carmichael Clark was murdered while out on his evening walk.
Sir Carmichael Clark. The name is familiar to me.
A knight?
He was a famous throat specialist, one of the best in London. A wealthy man, he retired to Combside, a beautiful house by the sea. He collected antiques.
Are you going there?
Yes, let's meet on the train.
And also, this is a break in the... I think this is bad. I think this is... No, I think this is a copycat. Because this is a man instead of a woman. It's the same typewriter.
The victim is called Sir Carmichael Clark, one of the best throat specialists in London. The body was still warm when we found it. If we'd been warned earlier, we definitely could have saved him.
It appears that the murderer made a mistake when he wrote his letter.
A mistake? Lucky for him.
And what if he did it on purpose?
No. He's defined his madcap rules and he's sticking to them. It's a matter of pride for him. Shall we go up to the house, Poirot?
The
You
fact
go,
that
my
he
friend.
was
I will come
just
soon.
made famous makes me think that this could be a copycat. But he's a throat specialist, and we had the singing lady who had throat problems, and then there was a medicine. There was a medicine in the first one, but I don't remember what it was for, but it was like laudanum.
An ABC guide. The murderer's customary signature, covered in blood this time.
I think this is. This stinks of
Sir
mimicry.
Carmichael's throat was cut. It's a clean incision, a professional murder.
The other two were... Oh no, they weren't both single strikes. There's a strangulation. But there was bonk to the back of the head, there was strangulation, which is throat related, and then there was throat cut, which is throat related.
Apart from the wound to the throat, the body is untouched. No cuts, no bruises. The gravel on the path has been sprayed with blood that covers a conical-shaped area, which starts at the body
Conical-shaped
and
area.
becomes wider as it moves further from the bush.
Okay. Let's take a look. Let's look at your stuff.
Jab
My
has
guy.
emptied the victim's pockets and has laid out their contents on this piece of wax cloth.
Okay, got some keys. That's good. We like keys.
It is pointless.
Thank you. Thank you, Poirot, for pointing that out. Let's look at this small thing, and then we'll get to the, presumably a wallet.
A signet ring, very probably with the Clark family's coat of arms.
Pocket watch?
Nothing appears to be missing from this wallet.
Right. What about you, pocket watch? Are you stopped at the time of the murder? Yay!
An Oriental dragon. It's an old piece, much older than the pocket watch on which it was fastened.
Seagull. These were present at the other murder scene. You never trust a gull.
This place is very calming.
Hold. Gull. Plant. I've pieced it together. The murderer was a rabbit.
The site is exceptional. It is easy to imagine that Sir Carmichael used to enjoy stopping here every evening.
Got a bush. Never trust a
The
bush.
body is just in front of a bush. One of the only bushes in the surrounding area.
One of the only... There's 3 bushes. Alright. What's this? No? Nothing that way? Are we out of things to examine? Can I not go examine the crime scene? So he was specializing in throat and lung conditions. The problem is this is all witnesses. This doesn't tell me about the actual victims of the other cases. Oh no, here we go. She owned a tobacco shop. That's kind of related to your throat. But I don't remember what her medicine was for. Okay, I'm gonna leave. Okay, I can go this way. Wild. To open up the game to the left.
I'm not going to.
No, that's to leave. Is there anything else? Oh. Oh, I'm gone. Oh, there's...
The vegetation behind the bush has been trampled.
Yeah, by me. I just walked
Now
over.
try and get our brain cells to work.
Why? Okay, first off, why can I do this? Second off, why is her... why is her body behind this? Okay, that extends away from the bush. That's definitely... One with a clear outline. Found in front of the only bush. Yeah, it's back to the bush.
Sir Carmichael had his back to the bush when the killer cut the throat from behind. A fatal blow that sprayed blood over a range of more than 1 meter. Let us now try and get our brain cells to work.
He had his back to the bush. Trampled grass behind the bush. Only 1 wound. He did not see his murderer. He was caught a la surprise, as the French would say. En surprise.
Have you finished, Poirot?
Chief Inspector, many questions remain unanswered, but I am certain of one thing.
This feels... well... Here's the thing. If we're assuming this is the same murderer, then it was carefully planned. But this feels like an opportunity. Like, he got snuck up on. The other two, he was like...
The killer is a daring opportunist. He met Sir Carmichael at nightfall on this deserted path and took advantage of the situation.
Impossible. You forget the trampled grass behind the bush.
Ah, c'est vrai. It proved that he was waiting for his victim.
It does?
Quite right. He must have known Sir Carmichael's movements well to plan such an attack.
It was very violent.
The murderer struck with terrible savagery.
Yes, blood flowed. It's the first time he's attacked a man. He armed himself accordingly.
Have you spoken to the victim's family, Chief Inspector?
I've spoken to the brother, Franklin Clark. I didn't get much out of him. He's yours. I must get the body removed.
Okay. I'm still not convinced this is the same killer. We just published the details.
To be honest, this inspector seems rather obtuse. I'm counting on your friend Poirot to catch my brother's murderer. Ah, here he is now. Please, Mr. Poirot. Mr. Poirot, this is my brother's secretary, Miss Thora Gray.
Pleased to meet you, Mr. Poirot. Would you like some tea?
No thank you, mademoiselle. I find it hard to digest.
I love that they didn't even pretend like they had two voice actors for these characters. It's the same guy doing the exact same voice.
It is not the right time.
It's not the right time to look at this plant. How could I?
It is not the right time.
It's not the right time.
Hastings does not like very hot tea. He's going to blow on his cup for a good while before drinking.
Alright, let's examine in you.
There is something very viril about him.
Okay. Got a well-fastened necktie. He is stirring his tea. He's got a pocket square. Broad shoulders, okay.
There is something very viril
Stern
about
expression.
him.
He's got a tanned complexion.
Franklin Clark is an adventurer. The sort of man that women like.
Okay. If you say so, Poirot.
There is something elegant about
Oh, and she's the sort of woman that likes him. Is it? She's got an old brooch with the dragon on it. Understated makeup. Where is... I'm trying to follow... Okay, you didn't need to put the hotspot for that investigation
She
point
has good
right there.
taste, except perhaps in a choice of jewelry.
Please excuse me, I have to take care of Lady Clark.
It is not the right time.
It's not the right time.
My brother's wife is gravely ill. You will probably want to question her, but I fear that it won't be possible today.
I must insist.
I insist, Mr. Clark. Please allow me to remind you that this is a murder inquiry.
Unfortunately, she is much too ill. She doesn't even know her husband is dead. I'm very sorry, but I'm afraid it's out of the question.
Of course, I understand. Someone set a trap for your brother. Who was familiar with his habits?
Everybody knew he took his evening walk at 8:30, and that he always followed the same path.
What's
Was
his
it your
book?
favorite novel?
The Railway Children by
Oh,
Edith
what is
Nesbit.
your favorite novel?
I know it's a children's book, but it's enthralling.
So it was you who found the body.
Yes, along with the gardener.
Have you seen any strangers around the house recently?
No. As far as I know, nobody has been near the house.
Miss Clark.
Oh, Lady Clark must have fallen from her chair. I have to help Miss Grey get her up.
Hastings, while our host is gone, let's examine the drawing room.
Okay, now I can look at
Poirot,
this shit.
a gentleman shouldn't...
I take full responsibility. All you have to do is to leave the drawing room door ajar and let me know if anyone is coming.
Yes. Hastings, it's a murder investigation. We can look around the house. It's not gentlemanly. Alright. We got the dragon motif on these as well.
A tiger.
Okay, that's a tiger. Might be.
It is an emperor. His place at the center of the table is probably symbolic.
Cool. We got book. Comeside's private collection, purchases since 1920.
Comside's private collection, purchases since 1920. The catalogue for Sir Carmichael Clark's collection. A crate. A dragon.
Okay, we were sitting at the dragon seat.
A turtle. Dragon, dragon, dragon. Sir Carmichael showed himself to be very consistent in his collection's theme. I'm not going to leave now.
Oh, that's leaving. Okay. Alright, let's look at these display cases from all the way over there. A spoon. Of course. It was a spoon.
Compass, point to the south. Bronze and magnetite, Han Dynasty, circa 210 BC, purchased in Hong Kong 1935.
What a stilted way of reading that. Why did it leave? There was like more shit to look at there. Never mind. There was no more shit to look at there. It was just the compass.
There are some very valuable objects.
I love how he's got incredible distance vision. Alright, let's look at this. Uh-oh. Let's look at
The
this book.
cardinal points. This book could maybe help. Each cardinal point is associated with one animal and one color. In the middle sits the imperial dragon, and out of respect, all the others are turned towards him.
Right, of course.
Each cardinal point is
So this was the dragon, and then it was facing this way, and the dragon is here. This is the black is the turtle, maybe? If we're going by the table.
turtle, the dragon, the crane, and the tiger. I think I've already seen this motif somewhere.
But they're all turned towards him. They are all facing in. Already. Oh, but I gotta swap these out. So we need one right there, and then this has got to be both blue. How do we get both blue here? There's one blue. Do you have multiple blues? Oh no, wait, that's the under color. Okay. Alright, hold on. I need to... So red needs to be north. So you gotta swap so that red is north. White. Okay, we've got the colors correct.
The position of each motif is correct, but they are not turned the same way as on the table.
Okay. You have to face, 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 face?
The position of each motif.
I was kind of looking up, isn't he? Like that?
The position of each motif is...
Is there anything else here, or is it literally just that? It's literally just this. We don't have any inventory. I can't look at my diary. I don't remember what way they're facing on the table is the problem. If I leave, is it gonna reset? Okay, let's look at the table again. Yeah, dot in. Yeah, they're all dot in. And the turtle is the direction that the dragon's head is towards the crane. It's got dragon left, tiger right, and then turtle below it. Let me finish inspecting before I do this puzzle box.
It's locked.
Wow, what a detecting I've done.
Sir Carmichael's collection could rival that of a major museum.
Cool. Alright. Let's get back in here.
Turtle, the dragon, the crane, and the tiger. I think I've already seen this motif somewhere.
So, first, we'll start by putting them all dots in. And then the turtle should be below the tiger. Or below the...
The position of each motif is correct, but...
And then... The black should be below, red should be above. Blue should be on the left. Wait. Yeah, okay. Like that, and then like that, right?
The position of each motif is correct, but they are not turned the same way as on the table.
They aren't? That looks correct to me. What do you mean they're not turned the same way as on the table? They're all facing in. They all have the dot in. Oh, hold on.
The position of each motif...
This one's slightly off.
I think I heard a bang. Could it be this cupboard?
Could it be this cupboard?
This is interesting.
Ah, missing a missing dagger.
Ernest Logan, MD, Brighton Cancer Institute, 201 Dusk Road, Brighton, Sussex. To Sir Carmichael Clark, MD, Comsite Churstone, Devon. Brighton, 1935, January the 5th. As a man of science, I owe it to you to be completely frank. Lady Clark, your wife is suffering from a generalized terminal cancer. I confess I didn't suspect anything like that during the first exams. But with the test results I have received today, there is unfortunately no place for doubt. I estimate that Lady Clark's life expectancy is no more than 1 year. Hospitalization would not help in her case, so I advise you to keep her at home and provide her with as much morphine as required to ease her last moments. Yours sincerely, Ernest Logan. These daggers are only ceremonial weapons. I do not think that the crime weapon is here.
Because it's been taken. I don't think the crime weapon is here, says Poirot when he sees
Yes,
4
Miss
daggers
Grey.
instead of 5.
Sorry to keep you waiting. Lady Clark's condition requires regular care. I believe you want to ask me a few questions.
Indeed, mademoiselle. This porcelain is remarkable. Is it old?
It's about 3 centuries old, I believe. Wait, let me find the reference.
I knew that Hastings had a weak spot for young women with open hair.
Oh,
But I can
Hastings.
see that he is also sensitive to Scandinavian blonde hair. It is
Oh,
not the right time.
Hastings. Alright. Let's look at her
She
again.
appears
Oh, she's
to
been
be very
crying.
flustered.
Makeup smudge. She's been crying. But that's what you got from that? Bright eyes? Bright eyes?
She's unable to hide her emotion, and her makeup has been disturbed. I think that this young woman has just been kissed.
What?
Here? Teapot with black dragon, Gangshi period, end of the 17th century. It is a rare piece with unusual colours.
You have a good knowledge of art history.
Acquired while working with Sir Carmichael. I used to help him manage his collection and choose his new acquisitions.
Were you embarrassed to be at the service of an elderly man?
Was it difficult working for this elderly gentleman?
He wasn't old. Well, I mean,
Did you have a good relationship with your employer?
he treated me well, and I am sorry for his death.
Have you seen any strangers hanging around in the past few days?
No. Nobody has been near Comside.
Get your version of the facts.
Tell me what happened last night.
After dinner? Well, I did some sewing, and then I went to bed. I was woken by the telephone at 11. I heard Franklin Clark speaking with the gardener. They left with some lanterns, and they found the body.
What do you think about Franklin?
What are your feelings about Franklin Clark?
What an odd question. Of course I think he's a good man. He's energetic, nice, very sociable.
Miss Grey, if I may be so bold, please do not take offence. My friend has rather unusual methods, but all he wants is to find the murderer.
Yes, I understand. I must rest. Please excuse me.
Earlier, you asked me to watch the living room door for you. I don't wish to be indiscreet, but sometimes a gentleman stumbles upon a secret without intending to.
Did you find Hastings?
That is sometimes the case.
And I saw Franklin Clark kissing Miss Grey at the foot of the stairs.
Okay, that's what I thought.
Do you think this is a common occurrence?
No, I saw emotion, intensity. I think it was their first kiss.
Well done, mon ami. Well spotted.
However, I don't think I completely understand this business. Why did Sir Carmichael not defend himself? He appeared to have been active and strong.
The murderer did not give him a chance. Let us try and reconstruct the scene.
Yeah, I think Franklin did it.
Sir Clark is taking his customary walk. Our killer is hiding behind a bush.
I'm gonna wait.
The old man walks quietly along the gravel path.
Admire? What? You gonna wait.
He then passes the bush and continues on his way to the house.
Oh, Carmichael admires the scenery. Okay, I was like, why would they admire Carmichael?
No, Sir Clark used to gaze at the sea. Let us think again. Sir Clark is taking his customary walk.
Real glassy
Killer
moment.
is hiding behind a bush.
Okay. Wait.
The old man walks quietly along the gravel path.
Then he admires the scenery.
Then he turns towards the sea to gaze at it.
Then you attack from the... What? Attack from the right?
The killer leaves his hiding place on the right-hand
Yeah,
side.
'cause he doesn't
He
go
approaches
around,
silently over the grass.
Then he cuts his throat.
Then he throws himself on his prey and cuts the poor man's throat. He then lays down the ABC before leaving.
No,
Everything
he opens
appears
it.
to match the crime scene, mon cher Hastings. That is exactly what happened.
Okay, this is bullshit, because in the reconstruction, the way that the ABC was placed down was stupid, was wrong in this one, but it was, like, really important in the first one.
Oh, just a minute. I'm getting dressed.
ABC. Alexander Bonaparte Cust.
Mr. Kirst, have you recently returned from Churston?
Yes. Indeed I have.
Have you seen the papers? And to think that you might have rubbed shoulders with the killer. Imagine that. Mr. Cust, are you all right? You don't seem well.
My apologies. My throat is burning and my head feels heavy. It's ever since the war, you know. Since my injury, my head has never been the same.
Guys, do you think he's the killer? I think he might be the killer.
Poirot, it's a pleasure to be with you again after all these years. I looked for a gift to thank you, and I found this propelling pencil.
An authentic collector's item. You spoil me, mon ami.
And you more so by sharing investigations.
Do not underestimate the help you are to me, Hastings. Intellect is not everything. There is also goodwill, and you are not short of that. Later, I will ask you to help me tidy up the room and bring some chairs. Our guest will be here soon.
Ah, is Thora Grey coming?
Naturally. She is a fascinating young woman, n'est-ce pas?
Oh, come on, Poirot. I'm a married man. Miss Grey has already been courted by Franklin Clark. Poirot, our guests will be here soon. We must prepare ourselves.
Are we gonna bring them all together and solve the mystery? Is this how I've never seen a Poirot.
I
I've never
should
read a
take
Poirot
advantage
novel.
of the silence to examine them.
Yeah, we gotta look at everybody. Just got a modifiable object. Oh god. Got like 12 achievements. Okay. Okay, we removed the spring. And now we have a spring. Ah, yes, I needed to take it apart for the investigation. It totally makes sense. Wait, she's an orphan? When did we learn that? Let's look at our suspects. I mean, none of them did it because it's ABC, but... I think Franklin Clark killed his brother. Because he's an adventurer. Which naturally means that he knows how to kill.
Donald is always on edge.
He's got tense hands. He's got dark circles. He's got, blemish.
Leave me alone.
He's got that shaving cut. That's what that is? I thought that was just
Donald
a crease
Fraser
on his
is very
face.
nervous at the moment, even if he's trying hard to control himself. She appears to have taken more care with her appearance than the last time.
She's got necklace, she got makeup. Yeah, earring too. Definitely earring is what I thought.
She's looking at Mr. Fraser out of the corner of her eye. Did she make herself beautiful for him?
So hold on, is this... Yeah, okay, it's filled out. I'm gonna examine everybody before we get into, talking to folks.
Franklin Clark always seems at ease, regardless of where he is. Something that's unique to people who travel.
Is it?
I hope to concentrate on my guest.
Okay, but that was one of the important things, was to try to talk to Hastings. Alright.
Sometimes I love a brunette, sometimes I love a blonde. That's what the song says.
And that's important to the investigation?
The song says, sometimes I love a blonde who comes from Eden by way of Sweden. But I am not sure that this blonde is an angel. I wish to thank you all for coming. I wanted to bring everyone close to the victims here in order to unmask the murderer.
Get to the point, Mr. Poirot. What do you want from us?
What do you think I asked you here for?
You are an intelligent woman, Mademoiselle Barnard, and I'm sure that you have already understood my intentions.
You think that if we put our heads together, we might come up with something new?
I am convinced of it. What I ask is that you search your memories. The murderer must have left some trace.
Yes, he must have prepared his crimes very carefully.
Tout à fait. He did not get to Bexhill at midnight in order to strangle a young girl whose name by chance starts with P.
Must we go into that?
It is uncomfortable to
No,
think
of
about.
course. Not if it makes you uncomfortable.
Oh, I didn't
Come
mean
on,
that.
Mr. Poirot. I imagine we all feel terribly uncomfortable about these murders.
I acknowledge that the
It's true.
situation is
We've to catch
uncomfortable.
the killer, not be spared the gory details.
Should not
Mr.
be.
Fraser, please get a grip on yourself.
Well, I want to help you, but I don't remember anything else. Nothing I haven't already said.
And you, Mademoiselle Barnard, did your sister say she was seeing another man?
She never would have told me.
Acknowledge that the situation is uncomfortable. Should not go, oh yeah, it's fine, we don't have to talk about the murder if it's uncomfortable. What the fuck? Yeah, why didn't Betty say anything?
Why would she hide the fact from you?
Betty knew I didn't approve of her behavior. Her flirting was spoiling any chance she might have had.
Tell me, mademoiselle, what did you talk about with your sister?
Silly things. Her new dress. She wanted a pair of black stockings to go with it. Mother bought her a brand new pair. The day it happened, she was crying. And to think that Betty never even wore them. Poor Mummy.
Your sister used to sing, I believe. Did she ever perform in public?
She dreamt about it, but she had a very bad cough. It troubled her greatly. She had to cancel auditions and miss lots of opportunities. A pity.
Yes, she sang well, but that doesn't tell us much about the murderer.
Qui sait? In any case, we now have enough information to draw up a relatively precise psychological profile. Let us now try and get our brain cells to work.
Is the killer clever? I mean, that seems correct. He's methodical and prepares his crime meticulously. No, is it literally? He carried it out perfectly. Really? Not the fact that he's meticulous? Is he sure of himself? That's bold. Is he a seducer? Yes. Does he like trains? I'm sorry. Are we just going like, let's build the psychological profile of this killer. Step 1. He's smart. Step 2. He's hot. Step 3. He's bold. Step 4. God damn it, he's autistic. We knew it. This is... he's generous. I wouldn't say that this is generous. I'd say this is like... he's self-obsessed.
So, ladies and gentlemen, we can now surmise without too much risk of error that our adversary is calculative, sure of himself, a seducer, of outstanding intelligence, that he has plenty of self-control, and that he likes railways. It's a good start. Other meetings may be necessary. I hope that you will be able to come back again.
We
Well,
talked
it's
to
just
2
that-
people. What's bothering you?
Is something bothering you, Mary?
Well, Mr. Poirot, you see, I don't know if I can come to London just like that.
It's normal that people helping with this inquiry should be reimbursed. Starting with you, Miss Drower. Please allow me to pay for your train tickets.
Oh, sir, I cannot accept.
But you must. Mademoiselle, I may not be rich, but my brother left a fortune which will be mine.
Mr. Clark, that's very generous of you.
Well, someone has to foot the bill. Mr. Poirot, would it be possible for you to come back to Devon? Lady Clark has expressed a wish to see you. We'll adjust her medicine so she'll not be too drowsy.
But of course, I shall come the day after tomorrow if it is convenient. Thank you all for coming. We will meet again soon.
Oh, we're gonna solve this fucking
The
mystery.
meeting was most fruitful.
Really?
Hastings, I believe now we have everything we need to find a common point between the victims. Now it is time for us to use our grey matter. Let us now try and get our brain cells to work.
What do the victims have in common? Did he have voice problems? He was a voices doctor. She took a cough medicine. Throat afflictions.
The first two victims suffered from bad throat, and that was precisely the specialty of the third victim, Dr. Clark.
We have a lead.
It would pay to take a closer look at the medical records of Dr. Clark's patients.
We'll do so during our next visit to Churston.
I will do it myself, mon ami. You must remain in London just in case ABC sends us another letter.
Very well, as you wish.
I have been invited to Devon, so it's possible there's a D.
Thank you for coming, Mr. Poirot. Lady Clark is waiting for you in her bedroom on the first floor. Please excuse me, I cannot stay for the interview. I've to take Miss Grey to the station to see our lawyer in Torquay.
Are you leaving your job?
Are you leaving Churston for good?
Miss Grey very kindly stayed with me to settle my brother's affairs, but naturally she prefers to find a position in London.
Ah, très bien.
I'll be absent all morning, Mr. Poirot, but the nurse is coming soon. She's to ensure that the dose of medicine doesn't make our patient drowsy.
Thank you, Mr. Clark. Have a nice trip, mademoiselle.
Wild to just leave me alone here. With...
It would be rude to make Lady Clark wait any longer.
But can I preen first, though? Would that be allowed? Oh. Yes! Best part of this game is that I get to preen. Give me those 3 ego points. Oh, you're not having a good time. I mean, I know the terminal cancer, but...
It would be rude to make Lady Clark wait any longer.
You look like you're actively having a seizure. Sorry, let me just preen.
It would
again.
be rude to make Lady Clark wait any longer.
Wow! He only preens once.
This poor woman is very ill.
This is not what very ill people look like. This looks like someone who's... I mean, I think she may be readily having a seizure. Like...
This woman is suffering. She is in no state to have a conversation.
Okay.
It would be rude to make Lady Clark wait any longer.
She's in no state to make a conversation. Time to make conversation.
Mr. Poirot?
My respects, madame.
Thank you for coming. Thank you. Have you seen the nurse? She should have been here by now. Oh, I'm sorry.
The telephone in the hall is ringing.
Okay, let me preen before I go answer it. Oh, I can't preen. This is an investigating.
Lady Clark is in pain. I have to give her an injection of morphine to ease her suffering. It's closed.
Ah. Damn. Alright, well, let's go answer the fucking phone. Is it this way? It sounds like it's to my left, but I think this is the way to phone. That looks like phone.
The Clark residence? Detective Hercule Poirot speaking.
How do you do, Mr. Poirot? I'm Lady Clark's nurse. I wanted to let you know that I won't be able to come for her injection today. Might Miss Grey be able to do it?
She has just left, but I will take care of it.
Thank you. That's very kind of you. You'll find the skeleton key to open the medicine cabinet hidden in the lion trophy.
What is
You can
with
count
these
on me.
people?
Au revoir, mademoiselle.
Although I will
Thank
say,
you kindly. Goodbye, Mr. Poirot.
this is the only house that I would expect to have multiple puzzle boxes.
It is not the right time.
It's not the right time.
Lady Clark is in pain. Lady Clark is in pain.
Oh, okay. Is this the lion trophy? Guess it could be a... yeah, it is a Sumatran lioness.
Here is the skeleton.
Oh god, it's a magic plaque. What else can I examine here? I guess
April
look at it.
1925. Aceh province, Sumatra.
A lion. I see. Can I look in this? Am I allowed?
Lady Clark is in pain.
No. Why give me the interactables if I can't interactable them? Alright. Fear not, madame.
It's closed.
I have key.
Ah, Mr. Poirot. Oh, I feel better now. Thank you for your help.
You invited me. What would you like
asked
to
for
say?
me, chère madame.
Yes, yes, of course, I wish to speak with you. But what was it about?
No doubt. You wish to talk to me about what happened to your husband?
Ah, yes. Oh, poor Carmichael. Has the madman who killed him been caught?
Not yet, chère madame. There was a great many people in Cheston on the day of the murder.
Indeed. People go straight to the beach. They don't come near Coomside.
So, there were no strangers around the house that day?
Who said that?
The people who live here. Your brother-in-law, Miss Grey.
Miss Grey? Oh, I don't like her. Franklin wanted her to stay, but I insisted she should go, immediately.
You are entitled to do so, Nat.
I'm pleased that you approve. The others have been taken in by her. But at least you can see through that self-pity act. See what she's up to. Oh.
Yep. That's how morphine works.
This subject would probably be useful to me.
Bronze comb. Do I have to, like, catch the murderer? Do I have to, like, make a trap, Scooby-Doo style? Is
She's
that how
sleeping.
Poirot
I must
works?
find a way to wake her up gently.
Oh, we have to wake her up. That's our goal. Interesting.
This couple appears to be having fun.
Fun game of croquet. Lady Clark radiant. Lady Clark and Sir Carmichael. Oh, how lovely.
Lady Clark and Sir Carmichael were very happy, but they did not have any children.
Puzzle box time.
The mechanism appears to be broken.
Here's some broken. Are there any slots? Oh, I can just open it. Okay. Aha! Of course!
This spring appears to be broken.
If only I had a fixed spring.
I hope that Hastings will not be cross with me.
And if only I had some sort of comb that could be used in a music box sense.
This part appears to be working.
Alright. Let me twist this handle. How do I... Hold on. Okay, there we go. It's... Is this not working? Did I not finish the inside? Oh, I can take it out. Put that in. I gotta take out the bad pieces.
This part appears to be working.
That's working. Oh, maybe I need more comb?
This part appears to be working.
Do I not have all the pieces I need? This is so strange that I'm allowed to operate it like this. I have a key. Skeleton key, but I don't think that does anything here. That's fine. Okay, that's fine. I think I'm missing pieces for this. So I can look at these. Yeah, here we go. We need more combs. I was gonna say, it had a number 3 on it.
Probably be useful to me.
Got a gold comb. There's probably a silver comb around here. Oh yeah, there it is.
The subject
on
would
the floor.
probably be useful.
Alright. Alright, let's get in here. Let's get our sping in here.
I hope that Hastings will not... The bronze comb is preventing me from positioning this way.
I gotta do 1, 2, 3. I'm assuming this is 1? Yes. Okay, it's gold, silver, bronze. Take that out. There we go. Does not... Oh. There we go. Hello, I've woken you up.
Oh, what are we talking about? Ah, yes, Thora Grey. Oh, Carmichael had great esteem for her, but for me she was nothing but a hypocrite.
Did a good job.
Miss Grey was a hard worker.
Thank goodness. Fortunately, she was good at her job. I don't see why you all think you should have to defend that girl.
Thora is an orphan, a fact that I know.
You are very harsh. Do not forget that the girl is an orphan.
Yes, and she used the fact to get around men. Take Franklin. He's fallen for her sweet talking charms. Oh, he's a lovely boy, very plucky and sure of himself. But so naive. Oh, when it comes to women.
What is his performance? Thor took care of you.
Miss Grey did look after you very well.
Outwardly. But she's hiding something. I think she tried to poison me.
Miss Grey? A poisoner? But everybody appears to like.
It proves she knows what she's doing. She's manipulative and she's a liar.
A liar?
Let's see, didn't she say that on the day of the crime nobody was around Coomside?
That is correct.
Well, at 11 o'clock I saw her talking to someone.
Really? And what was this man like?
An ordinary sort of man with a very plain face. Oh, I don't remember well.
Was he a gentleman?
No, he was not a gentleman.
It would be best to leave her to sleep now.
Okay.
The
Plain
telephone in
face,
the hall is ringing.
not a gentleman. That's narrowed it down. Alright, is this Hastings?
Hello?
Poirot, is that you? Hastings here.
Thank you for calling. Have you received a new letter from the murderer?
No, thank goodness. How are things in Churston?
I questioned Lady Clark, but I will not leave until I have examined everything of interest to me here. Fortunately, Franklin is absent, and I have a skeleton key.
Have you seen Thora Grey again?
Briefly. But rest assured, I intend to summon her to London soon.
She's a fascinating girl.
But secretive. I would like to ask her a few questions.
Poirot, she wouldn't hurt a fly.
Each to his own, my friend. Yours are pretty orphans, mine old ladies that have the maladies.
Poirot, are you
Okay.
mocking me?
No ill intended, rest assured. À bientôt, mon ami.
But I do not understand this guy. Like, Holmes I kind of get, because he's, like, off-putting and that's kind of his thing. Poirot's just
How
weird.
am I going to open this trunk? Let us examine it.
And maybe it's just because, like, I don't know him. Okay, so this is a either two two-number combinations or one four-number combination. Uh, 1927, which would be a great combination to just have it on here as a sticker. Nineteen 27. Yep.
Leaving the code on the trunk. What a strange character Franklin is.
I'm glad we're just we understand that that's incredibly stupid. Okay. 31. Oh. 7. 31. Okay. 28 colon. So it could be 7. It's 5. 7:20? Is that the time I gotta put in here?
So, what is this sound?
Yeah, there we go.
I should be able to open the trunk now.
Yes. Use my skeleton key. Hold on, I gotta look at it first.
There we are.
Alright. We got here. That's some sort of latch. Daddy! It's Daddy Whiskey.
Whiskey and other good quality drinks. Mr. Clark really has refined tastes.
It's Daddy Whiskey. Okay. Empty drawer. A very cool big wrench.
Why has Franklin put an Allen key inside his trunk? I'll borrow it for a minute.
Okay. That looks like something you could put an Allen key to use with. Really? Do I have to...
An Allen key. It can...
okay, I have to change which one I'm using. I need the triangle one. There we go. Oh, cool. Now I need to change it to the hexagon one. This is a great mechanic. I love...
An Allen key.
There we go.
Another screw.
Oh, thank God it's the same one. I was like, if you make me change for individual ones on the same layer... This
engraving is not very easy to understand. I need to sort it out. It is blocked.
It's like a map. Okay, so the middle one is blocked. So this goes like that. Then this goes like that. And this... Oh, no! Okay, that one moves on its own. What about the outer one? Oh, the outer one moves. What other one moves? Is the outer one the only one that moves the outer one? Yeah, I think so. Okay, so we need to put this here. And then this one here. Like that. Wait. Yeah, then we can turn it back this way. Oh, fuck. Oh, shit. Oh no, wait. There we go.
Franklin must really love his country.
It's Great Britain and Northern Ireland.
I think I heard the panel above release.
Okay. Oh!
A signet ring? A signet ring with a code written on it. 1587. It may be useful to me.
Okay. Cool. What a awesome puzzle box. That was so good. I'm gonna look at this now. I haven't looked at this yet. Black Dragon's Curse. To Franklin, who will never
Black
grow
Dragon's
up.
Curse. To Franklin, who will never grow up. January 25, 1928. Car Charlotte.
Arsenic
Miss
trioxide
Thoragray,
thallium.
Comside, Justin Devon. Arsenic trioxide thallium.
That's a lot of heavy metals. Okay, can I go this way? Okay, that is a way I can go. Put the book over here. This is the private collection purchases.
Comside's private collection. The
Can I look at it?
catalog for...
Or is this just another look at the same clue? I mean, this is new. It's a cool knife. There's her pin. Presumably the pin she was given.
A dark dragon
Yeah.
for a bright-haired maid. C.
There's the missing knife. It's got blood on it. Love to see it.
I've already seen similar daggers. Attention, Franklin. Task list. A. Ordering Lady Clark remedies. Done. B. Tidying up real estate property files. Done. C. Calling the lawyer about inventory. Done. D. Update the tenant-farmer list. Done. E. Update land rent accounting. Done. F. Ordering a restock of arsenic. Done. P.S. I have left on the living room table some of my things I don't want to keep. The locket and the dagger. I am sure you know why. Thora.
Interesting. I wonder if they, like, contracted him.
I
Can I
see
look
some
at
papers
the...
that were not there the first time I
Oh.
visit.
Well, first let's
These
look at the missing
daggers are
dagger.
only ceremonial weapons.
It's clearly... Oh, I guess they just have that sort of blush on them. It's not blood, necessarily.
Valuers report property. Building land located in Comside, Churston client, Sir Carmichael Clark, April 15, 1935, Court and Brunskill office.
This is the lawyer's office.
Court and Brunskill. The name is familiar. Is that not the name of the firm Donald Fraser works for?
That's true. What else are we missing? Got 2 out of 3. Oh. Underneath.
Ernest Logan, MD, Brighton Cancer Institute, 201 Dusk.
This is... I've read this.
Lady Clark, your wife is... I estimate that Lady Clark...
Yeah, we read this. Oh, I should be able to open this now that I have the key.
The door.
I don't want to observe it. I want to use it. Let me in.
This unit contains the medical records for Sir Carmichael Clark's patients. Let us study them closely and see if there are any familiar names.
I guess we start at the A's, huh?
No dust on the records from A to D. They've been handled recently. No known names. Disappointing.
Okay.
Lots of dust. The records from E to Z have not been touched for years. No known names. Disappointing.
Interesting. So he wasn't treating either of the two. Although I guess maybe he's treating ABC, and that's...
Sir Carmichael's...
Alright. There's nothing on that table that's interesting. Nothing new this direction. Anything in the big clock. Criminals always hide stuff in the clocks. Anything out this way?
Order and method about...
Okay. No, that's the, like, leave the mansion button. What about this? Is this a restroom? What is this? Ah! It's like the other Carmichael's office, maybe. Explanation.
I think that signet ring should be placed here.
Thank you. Because I absolutely cannot see what that's supposed to be.
The plates around the picture appear to have unlocked. I think I've already seen these symbols on Franklin's trophies.
Oh, I have not. It's insane to put... What? It's insane to put the like big puzzle objects as the first thing you see when you walk in. I haven't looked at the trophies yet. Oh my god, there's another one. It's
4 Chinese symbols are engraved on this padlock.
okay, well, I don't know that.
Well, well. The characters engraved on this disc resemble those engraved on the padlock.
Okay.
Like this. This character appears to be the right way round.
Alright, so we've got jumping person next to glowing refrigerator. It's the last symbol. There we go.
Like this. This character appears to be
Okay,
the
the
right
second
way round.
symbol is baby J and grown-up J. There we go. The third symbol.
The position of this
is,
character looks right.
2 people sitting at a picnic table. So we'll put that in. There you go. Have a nice picnic. And then the first character
The position of this character looks
is
right to me.
that one. That one. Beautiful. Wild to just
At
put the
last,
combination
The cupboard is up.
on your puzzle box.
Helmet, flask, and rifles. Franklin is very well equipped.
Alright, let's look at these books. English countryside is back in fashion. By English, I don't mean British, but a very specific image of rural England. A patchwork quilt of green fields bordered by hedgerows. A landscape where skylarks sing and wildflowers flourish. A bucolic idyll peopled by honest, hard-working farming folk gathering the harvest.
Genteel and wild. English countryside revisit.
Okay. Very colonial idea of what the
Railway
what
Children.
nature should look like.
E. Nesbit.
Okay, this is his favorite book. A family who moved to Three Chimneys, a house near the railway, after the father who works at the Foreign Office is imprisoned after being falsely accused of spying. The children befriend an old gentleman who regularly takes the 9:15 train near their home. He is eventually able to help prove their father's innocence, and the family is reunited. The family take care of a Russian exile, Mr. Shapansky, who came to England looking for his family, later located, and Jim, the grandson of the old gentleman who suffers a broken leg in a tunnel. Wow, that's just a summary of the book.
For Franklin. Und Effie's Christmas, 1910.
As with previous decades, in the 1930s, Hong Kong was the gateway to China, and all international flights terminated at this British outpost. By 1932, trans-Pacific flights from North America to China were becoming more regular, with a commercial run from San Francisco through Honolulu, Midway, Wake Island, and Guam to Hong Kong. Imperial Airways also carried passengers and mail into Hong Kong as part of its mail route to Australia. Passengers on this line would stop in Penang before disembarking in Hong Kong.
Traveling in China, a practical guide for English travelers.
Cool. He knows about China. That is what I have gleaned. Alright, let's look at this, and then we'll look at the hunting trophies.
Franklin appears to be very active.
I guess the hunting trophies are part of this. Impressive collection. Gun. Tennis racket. I see.
Franklin Clark appears to
Sport.
be a typical British gentleman. A good sportsman, a hunter, a traveler.
Typical British gentleman. Alright, let me look at this. Let me look at you. Greater Kudu in South Africa.
February 1922, South Africa.
Okay. Bear. Kodiak bear.
July 1920, Alaska Peninsula.
Okay, so the bear is in Alaska. The lion was in Sudan. I didn't look at what the lion's paw print looked like. Let me look at you again. Look at you, my friend. Okay, it's like a four-claw in Sumatra.
April 1925, Aceh Province, Sumatra.
I don't think there are any other... Oh, it's in here, isn't it? I don't think there are any other trophies. I think it's just the three. Now, I don't know where Sumatra is. Is that in Asia?
The plates around the picture appear to have unlocked. I think I've already seen these symbols on Franklin's trophies.
Just like up here. That's nothing. I'm looking. So that's bear. That's the bear. This is Alaska. The kudu would be down here. Yeah, that's kudu. I don't know any of these. There's got to be more trophies I haven't seen, right? Because that's nothing. Let me see, did they say like, oh, it was South Sumatra or whatever. This is South Africa. So south makes sense. It's just like... Does this just say Alaskan Peninsula, or does it have a direction?
July 1920.
Just Alaska Peninsula.
Alaska Peninsula.
Okay. Shit, there's gotta be more trophies then, because I don't recognize any of these fucking bird ones. So many fucking bird feet. I can't go... That's the front door?
I am not going to leave campsite.
Yeah.
I am not going.
No, not that. I wanted to see if there's anything upstairs.
Best
Or is it
to
like-
leave.
Yeah, leave her to sleep. Okay, so we have all the solving. We have all the clues. Unless there were some in here that I didn't check. But I think this was all paintings. I don't think it was any trophies. I guess I haven't looked at this globe. Facsimile, south is upward. Traditional Chinese map.
Traditional Chinese map. Facsimile. South is on the top of the map.
Okay, I don't think that told me anything. But I did examine it. Yeah, and then we looked around. There's nothing here. Can't look back at the table. Can't look at the fireplace. Can't look at these books. Yeah. Alright, Oh, and then let me just recheck this. Where in Sumatra was it?
April 1925. Aceh province.
Aceh province in Sumatra. Okay, that doesn't tell me a lot. Because I don't know where that is. Polar bears, thank you for follow. I'm trying to be a detective. Welcome. Let's see. Let's
Plates around the
uncover.
picture appear to have unlocked. I think I've already seen these symbols on Franklin's trophies.
All right. I think this doesn't make sense here because that's Sumatra. Okay, that's just the one symbol. That could be Sumatra. That's South Africa. I don't know either of those. Can I look at anything here? Take and move. What can I... Oh, okay, it just lets me do this without zooming out.
Australia.
Okay. I can point at the countries.
Sumatra.
Okay, that's Sumatra. So yeah, Sumatra matches up here. Oh, here we go. I can kind of pinpoint it with Sumatra. And then South Africa, I should be able to get... Can I go to the left? No? South Africa should be this one. Here we go.
The African kudu.
The African kudu. There we go. Bonk. So Sumatra's here. Maybe it's this one. Yeah.
The lion of Sumatra.
Oh yeah, I have to do all three of them. And then the Kodiak bear should be this one down here. And then... Is it this one? No. It's the other side. This one. There we
The
go.
Alaskan Kodiak bear.
Bonk.
I heard the sound of a mechanism. Strange way of protecting one's safe. Triangulating one's hunting sites on a map.
I mean, everything here has been strange, Poirot. Streaming's going well?
A signet ring bearing the Clark's family's coat
1587.
of arms.
That's what it was.
A number is written on it.
Alright, 1587. This man loves to use years as his combinations. 1587.
These
Cool.
documents are very likely going to help me for the rest of the inquiry.
Oh, thank you. I appreciate it.
Sir Carmichael Clark, Comside Churston, Devon, to Mr. Franklin Clark, Peninsula Hotel, Salisbury Road, Tsimsha Kowloon, Hong Kong. Comside, 1935, January the 12th.
Kowloon,
Dear
Old City.
Franklin, first, I wish you a good start to a successful new year. I have received your letter dated December 10th. Thanks for defending my interest against Wang, this robber. Things could have got pretty bad if you weren't a real cold-blooded guy. I envy you for that. Things go on here much as usual. Charlotte is moderately free from pain. I wish one could say more. You may remember Thora Gray. She is a dear girl and a greater comfort to me that I can tell you. I should not have known what to do through this bad time but for her.
That's what
She
it was.
has an exquisite taste and shares my passion for Chinese art. No daughter could be a closer or more sympathetic companion. Life has been difficult, but I am glad to feel that here she has a home and true affection.
I think
You wrote
she was
me
the true
you
target.
want to stay in China for
Charlotte
one more
Carmichael.
year or even longer. I don't object.
She's
The
also
longer
CC.
you stay, the more opportunities you will have to increase our collection. Nonetheless, you should know that we miss you here, and that Charlotte will be gone by the time you come back. I am, dear Franklin, your truly affectionate brother.
Charlotte Carmichael. Also a woman, fits the profile.
Charlotte Clark, Comside Churston, Devon, to Mr.
Or Charlotte
Franklin
Clark.
Clark, Peninsula Hotel, Salisbury Road, Tsim Sha Tsui, Kowloon, Hong Kong, Comside, 1935, January 1st. I wish you with all my heart a happy year 1935. Writing my greeting cards, I have affectionate thoughts for you. Always smiling as a child, sailing to distant countries and bringing back to us trunks
Oh,
full
she
of
into
wonder.
the brother?
At home, everything annoys me, starting with this young Thora Sir Carmichael is so fond of. I have nobody to share my feelings with, so I write to you. How can I tell you what happens to me? The simplest way the better. I am doomed. I still have 1 year to live, no more. How do I know? I opened the secret drawer of Carmichael and read a letter not addressed to me. In this
Okay.
letter,
That's the
Dr.
letter we
Logan tells
found.
my husband in the most direct way the truth he conceals from me. So, I know. But my husband doesn't know I know. Please don't tell him. And if he shares the truth with you, act as you are surprised. Carl will probably speak in his usual convoluted way, but I wanted to be the first to announce it to you. It does matter to me that you are aware of what happens in Comside. Warm regards, Charlotte. Eton College School year, 1912-1913.
A fancy boy.
Franklin Clark.
Fancy Eton
School
boy.
report for Franklin Clark. According to his teachers, Franklin was a good student, but lacked discipline.
Okay. Okay, and then the top shelf is just all
A
women,
dozen
right?
gold
Cool.
sovereigns, some shares for the Southern Railway and some treasury bills. This is not worth much, hardly enough to justify your robbery.
So this ties it together, because now we have a woman who was the likely main target, who is unfaithful. That gives us some more detail. Okay. Is there anything else here we haven't investigated? I feel like we've kind of done everything. Inspect the mansion's surroundings. Okay, let's look outside, shall we? Is it this door, or do we go
I am not
through
going.
No, we have to go through the back door, I think. Alright. Head out this way. God, the hint screen, the
Where
loading
is
screen
the
hints are
horrible
so...
smell of carrion coming from?
Yeah, I feel like we may find a Lady Clark deceased.
Something makes me feel uncomfortable.
While we were in the home. Oh no, that's a rat.
Brown pellets. Revolting.
That is just a rat.
Tut-tut. The gardener does not follow the alignment. There, that's better. It is symmetrical. There, that's better.
Okay. What else is there to... Okay. Let's literally just look at it now that you've straightened it out. That's where the rat is. Let's head down and find a corpse, I presume? Or a garden? There's a wheelbarrow, there's like a greenhouse off to
This
the right.
fountain makes a very relaxing sound.
The fountain makes me have to pee. I don't want to pee. I want to keep solving case. Polar bears, I'm not connecting with anyone on Discord right now.
It was probably the gardener who lit this fire. Look here. I wonder if someone wanted to get rid of these papers.
Curious.
The subject would probably be useful to me.
You gotta piece it back together.
Let us now try and get our brain cells to work.
Let's see, why did Thora leave personal belongings behind at Coon's side? She left Sir Carmichael's gifts. Carmichael found her charming. It's not the letter. The dagger? Thor does not want to be accused of theft.
Everything that Thorgray has left behind comes from Sir Carmichael's collection. He most probably gave them to her, but she chose to leave them here rather than run the risk of being accused of theft. It is understandable when you know just how much Lady Clark mistrusts her. Let us now try and get our brain cells to work.
Is Thora a poisoner? No, there's a rat. I think they're poisoning the rats. She ordered rat poison. And Lady Clark is terminally ill anyway, so...
Thorgray had no reason to kill someone who only had few months left to live. The poison she ordered was for rats. The gardener must have made good use of it, considering the stinking remains on the path, not far from the property. I've finished here. I must put the skeleton key back and inform Hastings that I'm returning to London.
We're returning to London. Is this just another leave? Did I just take the fucking skeleton key with me? Oh no, this is out to the, Oh wait, can I investigate this? This is new. Presumably a grave marker.
May you
for
have
him.
peace, Carmichael. Charlotte.
Okay. To London town. Alright. Let's go. Let's go, let's go, let's go. Back inside. Have to walk all the way up here. Alright, back inside. We put the skeleton key back. Telephone Hastings. I wish I could double tap to zoom between screens. Let us return the skeleton key.
April 9.
Oh, I want to use. Put it back.
Perfect. Nothing else is keeping me here.
Let's actually. Can I observe this? Yeah. Presumably, I reassemble those at my desk back in London.
Hello, Hastings. I have finished in Sherstone. I will take the first train. Tell me, do you know how to restore writing on a burned document?
Yes, you just have to soak a cloth with a hydrochloric acid solution and rub the sheet of paper. Then the characters appear.
Bien. You have been of great assistance, Hastings. Could you please order the solution as soon as possible?
Of course, but what documents do you want to read?
You will see, my friend. À ce soir.
À ce soir. Let us away. Oui, oui.
Donald Fraser is here. He insisted on waiting to see you.
Did he now? Alright, let's take a quick break, because I really gotta pee. I'll see you all shortly. Welcome back, everyone. Poirot was merely admiring his reflection in the mirror. I believe we have a Donald Fraser drinking awaiting us.
This man is tired.
He's got his 5 o'clock shadow. He's got dark circles still. Please stop moving your face so I can... Dark circles. And you're drinking. You're a drinkard. No, is it rumpled clothes? Yeah.
Donald is short of sleep, and it looks as if he didn't even bother to undress before going to bed.
This game is so good at not cutting off its main character. Hastings?
Hastings, it would appear
Hello?
that you are getting slightly thin on top.
Really? I hadn't noticed.
Royal Mathematics and Statistics Society's bulletin.
Royal Mathematical and Statistical Society's Bulletin, September the 9th, 1935. The Alphabet Murder, a methodical madman. It's highly probable that the alphabet murderer will kill again. Could we possibly estimate the number of victims in his next crime? Yes, and it is easy. As soon as we know the ratio of towns, cities and villages whose names begin with a D and the ratio of English people whose names are spelled the same. On the one hand, the ratio of towns, cities and villages in England with a name starting with D, and on the other hand, the ratio of English people with a name also starting with D. After this initial calculation, it is easy to deduce the likelihood of actually being murdered if you belong to the target population. Go to the last page to find our results and details on the calculations.
What an insane thing to say.
August 31, 1935. Moustache at half-mast. Poirot's repeated failure in ABC case. Sometimes small things troubled great men. Hastings, faithful collaborator of the Belgian detective, knows something about it.
Hastings, did
3
you...
mornings in a row, he confided to us, the cook broke the egg yolks when preparing Poirot's breakfast.
Hastings, did you do an
This
interview?
apparently casual event has greatly disturbed my friend, to the point it breaks his concentration and slows his judgment. I also noticed his mustache, of which he is so proud, being duller than usual.
Poirot, I assure you I haven't said any such thing to the journalists. They twist everything.
Okay. Cool, bud. Okay, let's talk to Fraser first. What's up, man?
Mr. Poirot, I don't know why I'm here.
I've listened to you.
You wanted to talk, and you came to find the only man capable of hearing you.
Mr. Poirot, since Betty's death, I've doubts about myself. I don't know what to do. And I keep having a horrible dream 3 nights in a row.
Continue.
Have a drink, and tell me about this trip.
It's always the same. I'm on the beach with Betty. I grab her round the throat, and I squeeze, and squeeze until she's dead. Her head falls back, and I see that it's no longer Betty. It's Megan's face.
Have you seen Megan Barnard recently?
Yes, our grief has brought us together. I never really knew her before. She's really quite a remarkable girl. But I would never tell her about my dream.
Why not? Is it her you are attacking in your dream?
No, it's Betty. And once Betty is dead, it's Megan's face that appears in its place.
Very interesting. Let us now try and get our brain cells to work.
New objective, interpret Donald's dream. Incredible. Donald likes Megan. Donald does not kill Megan in his dream. Donald was in love with Betty. Yeah, that was my guess.
Mr. Fraser, I think that the real meaning of this dream is that you are in love with Megan Barnard.
Please go on. Do.
This dream certainly betrays your guilt.
Oh.
But what do you feel guilty about? Having killed your fiancée? Possible. Or forgetting her very quickly for her sister? Certainly. And this forgetting is perceived as a second death.
So you don't really think I was the one who killed Betty?
I do not exclude this theory. I am simply saying that I do not need to know that fact to explain your dream and your guilt.
Thank you for being frank, Mr. Poirot. You've helped me a great deal. I'm going back to Bexhill. I'll not take any more of your time up.
It is late, Mr. Fraser, and you are tired.
I'll sleep on the train. I like trains.
He likes trains.
It's easy to sleep rocked by the sound of the wheels.
Poor boy, he seems completely lost.
Well, women seem to like him. I think Megan will take care of him. Oh, I remember. Did you order the product I needed?
Yes, we'll be receiving it tomorrow.
Bien, it is late, and I asked Miss Grey to come tomorrow morning. I have a few questions I wish to ask her.
This man.
Mademoiselle, I asked you here in order to answer a very important question.
You did not see anybody on the day of the murder.
Am I right in thinking you said that you did not speak to anyone on the day Sir Carmichael was murdered?
It's the absolute truth.
Yet, Lady Clark maintained that she saw you talking to a stranger on the front doorstep.
Really? She must have been mistaken. Oh, I remember now. I'd forgotten all about it, but it wasn't important. It was just a salesman. One of those traders who sell stockings from door to door.
Can you describe him?
Medium size.
Of course.
Glasses.
That's how he's
dark
scouting them.
suit and a felt hat. Not the sort of man you notice. Completely harmless. That's why I forgot all about him.
Nothing else?
He was very hesitant and shy. Usually door-to-door salesmen are very confident, but he wasn't.
Did you resign of your own free will?
You did not leave Churston willingly, I believe.
I don't wish to lie. Lady Clark did not appreciate my presence. And Franklin could not go against the wishes of a sick lady. He is a good man, and he worries a great deal about his sister-in-law.
I noticed that you left some personal belongings behind at Churston.
I presented
It was too risky for you to keep these objects, am I correct?
Risky? What was the risk?
Theft?
You know very well what Lady Clark might have said if you had kept these objects.
Indeed. These objects were gifts. But Lady Clark would have been convinced that I'd stolen them. By returning them, I put an end to such evil gossip.
Bien. I must ask you one last question. Please reply frankly with either yes or no. If Lady Clark had died, would you have agreed to marry Sir Carmichael if he'd ask you?
How dare you ask such a question?
That's not the I say yes or no.
Sir Carmichael treated me just like his daughter. And all that I ever felt him was affection and gratitude, nothing else.
Thank you, mademoiselle. I will not keep you any longer.
I said answer yes or no. She refused, and I said, all right, that's all I can do. That's the end of the
I met Thora
conversation.
Grey on the stairs. Her cheeks were ablaze, and she appeared to be deeply hurt. Poirot, have you offended the poor girl again? Do you have good reasons for accusing her?
I accused her of nothing, Hastings. I simply asked her an important question she did not answer. Let us see if we can answer it for her. Let us now try and get our brain cells to work.
Would Thora have married Sir Carmichael if he had lived? She likes Franklin. Declaration by Thora Grey. Thora is a seductress. What? She stayed behind to settle his affairs. They were close. She likes Franklin. None of these feel good. She likes Franklin. She settled his affairs. It seems like more like she was interested in his shit, right? Like, if anything. We're close. We offered her a brooch. Found her charming. Is it literally... What is this? What is this question? And why can I do this? Why is this a feature? She likes Franklin. I don't know, she's evasive, she's a seductress. Let's just try some shit. Like, what if I just... Okay, so it's not that one. I'm just brute forcing at this point. There we go.
You must know how to read between the lines, Hastings. When Sir Carmichael refers to paternal affection, he's lying to himself. Read this engraving on the brooch. A dark dragon for an angel with glossy hair. These are the words of a lover, not a father. Lady Clark was not wrong.
What if Sir Carmichael had fallen in love with his secretary? That doesn't mean that she forced him to do so.
True, there are extenuating circumstances. She is a penniless orphan. But she's calculating. Just look how she avoided it when asked if she would have married Clark.
I see. You think she seduced Sir Carmichael for her own gain, and that now she is doing the same with his brother. Poirot, your world is a very dark place.
Do not get carried away, mon ami. We have another more important matter to settle.
Can we restore the documents?
Really?
Yes, would you believe that Miss Grey taught me something new? Let us now try and get our brain cells to work.
Another common point between the murders. Betty's mothered. Stockings. 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 Victim or someone close to them were in a situation where they could buy stockings.
It's perfectly clear, Hastings, perfectly clear. Indeed, a stocking seller visited Andover, Bexhill, and Churston on the day of each murder. We have our suspect. This should be of interest to Job.
Okay, but can I, restore the... No, this is the same. I would like to...
Mon ami,
restore the
it is a pleasure to be
documents.
working with you again.
Okay, I guess we call... No, we don't call him. Because the phone is not interactable. What
Some cool hair.
are we supposed to do? Oh no, we can't interact with the phone.
Chief Inspector, we are looking for a stocking salesman.
I see you have a suspect.
Yes, contact all the stocking wholesalers who may employ him.
Your suspect is a salesman?
No, he does not take orders. He sells door to door.
Right. The hunt is on.
I do want to get those Doncaster.
Are you leaving, Mr. Cust?
Yes, I'm going to Cheltenham.
You shouldn't travel today. You don't look very well.
I have to. I have engagements. I must respect them.
We have to go to Cheltenham. That's definitely where he's going. Not Dunhurst
Can you get
or
the
whatever.
post, Hastings?
And why don't you go and get it yourself?
Très bien. What's going on? I've never known Hastings to be so disagreeable.
Are you collecting the post, Poirot?
Yeah, he's, So I think I can get ego points for this every day, which is insane. Because presumably that's required to get the max score.
Poor Mr. Poirot. I'm quite sorry for you. If at first you don't succeed, try again. We've a long way to go still. Typery? No, that comes later. Letter T. The next little incident will take place in Doncaster on September 11th. So long. ABC.
Long way to
I should
Tipperary.
compare this letter with the one on my desk, which I received earlier, to see if it does indeed come from the same person.
Do we have to? Like, look. It's the same.
It is now the right time.
It's not the right time. Alright.
Let us examine this more closely.
Let's see. I think it's
Certain
an eye.
characters in the two letters.
I think it's an eye.
This eye is...
And then an eye.
Yes, the eye...
Like, why do they...
to find...
Why do they do this every time?
The W is... Of course, the W... I have to find some...
Like, you can see it at a glance.
Yes,
Why do we have to do this
the A.
every time?
That's right. The A cap... My theory was right. These two letters were written with... Hastings, he strikes tomorrow. Chief Inspector Japp?
He's on another line. Can I take a message?
Yes, please, mademoiselle. It is from Hercule Poirot. Tell him ABC strikes tomorrow in Doncaster. He must call me back.
Very well, sir.
Bien, now I'm going to see what I can find from these burnt
Now we get
documents.
to the burnt documents.
I've received the product I need. Hastings, if you do not mind, I would like you to take a few notes.
Yes, yes.
It's very fussy with me today.
I've finished with this.
I finished with this object, okay.
If someone has tried to get rid of this doc...
Okay, now we go to the door. And get the... Oh, what's up,
So,
Hastings?
how are you getting on?
Give me the stuff.
Now, down to work.
I love that they sent me this hydrochloric acid solution
All of
in an
this
envelope.
needs putting in order a little.
Okay. This is clearly a bottom bit. This is not... do we have to, like, attach it like this?
This does not look too difficult.
We have to build it up here. Okay, that's a page.
This page is finished. That's done. 3...
Let's go to this one. This looks more interpretable. So this can go at the top right. This can go at the bottom.
I think that this is right.
And the middle.
This page is finished.
Alright.
And that's 2 done.
This is the top corner, clearly. Left-hand side. I said the left-hand side. Alright, fuck me, I guess. There we go.
It's so simple.
Ugh, these controls are not ideal.
This page is finished. Only one
It'd
more.
probably be easier with mouse and
Keep
keyboard,
going.
but at this point, I've been using the controller, and damned if I'm gonna stop now. Alright, that goes at the top. This can go here.
This does not look too difficult.
Beautiful. These look like
This
lists,
page is finished.
rather than like actual,
All the pages
like,
are
prose.
reconstructed.
All right.
The
then
cloth
we
is
just
now
gotta-
soaked with solvent.
Just gotta rub this, right? Rub.
Got it! Make a note, Hastings, make a note. Mrs. Alice Asher, shop owner in Andover. Tracheitis, hemoptysis, prescribed laudanum.
I got it. Look. Poirot, where on earth did you find these files?
Burned
On
out
the
back.
fire at the bottom of the garden at campsite.
All right, but where did the person who burned them find them?
All right.
Betty Barnard, waitress in Bexhill. Chronic bronchitis, causing dysphonia. Advised to stop smoking. Alice Asher, shopkeeper in Andover. Tracheitis, hemoptysis, chronic cough with loss of blood. Prescribed laudanum-based cough medicine. Alexander Bonaparte Cust. While wounded, mustard gas and head trauma. Pulmonary emphysema. Hemoptysis. Coughing fits with blood. Suffers from absences and amnesia. Dick Dudley Dunbar, owner of the Black Swan Hotel in Doncaster. Asthmatic, heart disease, heart condition. Let us now try and get our brain
Dick
cells
Dudley
to work.
Dunbar. Where do the burn documents come from? His Ash's name is on them. Door-to-door salesman showed up. And... here, we'll do... Door-to-door salesman showed up. Searched through his medical records. They all have throat afflictions. No? There we go. Okay, so these are patient records.
The
This is why
burned
we didn't
documents
find
are
any.
medical records, and without a doubt, they come from Clark's archives. First of all, because all the patients have throat conditions. And secondly, their name starts with either A, B, C, or D, and it is precisely the files that match these letters that have been tampered with.
But why burn these files? How come the names of the two victims appear on them? And who are the two other patients?
These are very good questions.
The telephone, of course. Hello, Inspector Japp.
Hello, Poirot?
Any news, Chief Inspector?
You wanted a stocking seller? We have one. Reported by his landlady, who thought he was behaving suspiciously. He has the most unbelievable name.
Alexander Bonaparte Cust.
Alexander Bonaparte Cust.
Yes, Alexander Bonaparte Cust. How did you guess? Poirot, you have magical powers. It's a serious lead. I called Doncaster. A person matching Cust's description has been seen at the station. He got off the train from London, but after that, nobody knows where he went.
Yeah, the Black Swan Hotel.
Look for him at the Black Swan Hotel.
What? How do you know he's there?
Trust me, Chief Inspector.
You appear to be very sure of yourself. Very well. I'll call the Black Swan straight away. The owner is going to get a shock when he learns that there's a murderer under his roof.
Should I call? I will call.
Chief Inspector, I would rather call myself.
As you wish. Please go ahead.
I'll call, because I'm a cool inspector.
Hello, the Black Swan. Hercule Poirot here. May I speak to the owner?
Speaking. Dick Dudley Dunbar. How can I help you?
Is there Mr. Cust among your guests?
He arrived today. Shall I call him for you?
No, it is you I wish to speak with.
But who is this Cust?
Have you heard about the investigation?
Have you heard about the ABC case?
Oh, yes. I must say I'm not all that reassured. What with my name starting with D and all that.
You're in danger. Beware of your guest.
Do you think that Cust might be dangerous? Oh, I do hope you're wrong. He seems so harmless, you know. Oh, yes, completely harmless.
Cust is dangerous.
Do not be fooled. He has already killed 3 people and you are next.
A murderer? Under my roof? Good God!
Dunbar, can you hear me? Dunbar! Hello?
Oh no!
Dunbar has had malaise. That's all we needed. I'm calling the Doncaster police. I hope they get there quickly.
Hello, Poirot. We have some good news. The police in Doncaster have caught our man at the Black Swan Hotel. They're sending him here by train.
How is the hotel owner?
He had a heart attack.
Oh
He was
shit!
taken to the hospital.
Oh no. It is my fault. When I told him the killer was at his hotel, I should have been more considerate.
Come on, Poirot. You weren't to know he had a
I
weak
was. I forgot. I knew.
I should have known. I saw his medical records.
Do not torture yourself, Poirot. His attack was not fatal thanks to the quick intervention of the ambulance team.
Please keep me informed on his progress.
You can count on me. I'll do what's needed.
I will visit him at his bedside when the murderer is caught.
That's typical of you, Poirot. We should focus on the next part of the investigation in order to avoid other incidents.
No, of course.
While we're waiting to question Cust, we could search his room in London.
Where does he live?
The Marbury Guest House?
I'll see you there.
Yes, but start without me. First of all, I have to sort out a few details for Cust's transfer.
I understand. À bientôt.
À bientôt.
Hastings,
Let us
we
away.
are making good progress. Please go and search the room of our #1 suspect.
With pleasure. I did have a dentist appointment, but I'll cancel.
The dentist. So that is why you are so nervous and bad-tempered.
A visit to the dentist is never an enjoyable prospect.
I
But an
understand him.
unavoidable one. Go to your appointment, Hastings. I will manage on my own.
Or Hastings.
To Marbury Guest House, please.
Let us away.
Marbury. There is a very pretty village by this name, in Cheshire. I've been going
Flowers?
past this modest guest house for so long. I would never have thought that the ABC case would lead me here.
A boarded up window.
It
Piano.
is a very beautiful piano. Maybe Mrs. Marbury likes to play in her free time.
Can investigate.
It looks like I found the real master of this house.
Kitty! Kitty cat. Little cushion for the kitty cat. Little toy. That's so cute.
There is no need to worry about the household cat. I'm sure that Mrs. Marbury lets it do what it pleases.
How do you do? You must be Mr. Hercule Poirot. Chief Inspector Jupp told me that you might be coming.
You are of great help.
Madame, you may be of valuable help to me.
It would be my pleasure to help you. Will there be some journalists there as well?
I think you might even be interviewed. You are key witness.
I've suspected him for some time, but he appeared so harmless. Oh yes, sometimes he got angry and waved his arms about. But even then, he wasn't frightening. And he was as gentle as a lamb again immediately afterwards. It was only this morning that I understood. He told me he was going to Cheltenham, but my daughter saw him at Euston Station. It's not the right station. To get to Cheltenham, you have to take the train from Paddington. And what's more, Mr. Cuss left behind an ABC with Doncaster underlined. As you can imagine, when I saw that, I called Scotland Yard.
Congratulations on your observation.
Well done. You were right. He did go to Doncaster.
So I was right to warn the police.
Tell me, did you have any other reason to suspect Mr. Cust?
Well, he's odd. Sometimes he coughs really loudly and complains that his throat is burning, and sometimes he talks to himself and stares into space. He told me that it was because of a wound he got in the war. His head hasn't been quite right since, he said.
That's a true thing.
And then he was in Churston when that millionaire got murdered. I found his train ticket when I washed his coat. He didn't want me to wash his shirt. He washed it himself. But I did see big brown stains on it.
Where were the stains?
Where were the stains on the shirt?
On the collar and on the buttonholes.
Cut used to travel for his work. Is that correct?
Oh, it wasn't for pleasure. He was always unwell on trains. But he had to sell his stockings around England. I have to respect my engagements, he used to say.
Do you know where Cust was
like
at the time of the
trains.
murder in Andover and Bexhill? On June the 21st and July the 25th?
No, I don't know. That was a while ago, you know.
But surely you keep a register.
It won't do you much good. Mr. Cuss rents his room for the year. If he goes away for a few days, I have no reason to make a note of it. Ah! I remember one thing. Bexhill's by the sea, right?
Indeed, it is a large seaside resort.
Well, as it happens, at the start of July, Mr. Cust asked me to repair his bathing dress. Suspicious, huh?
Very interesting. Please continue.
I also forgot to say that he started buying newspapers that talked about the case.
When did he start buying newspapers?
When did he start buying the newspapers?
Let's see. I think it was just after the millionaire's murder in Churston. He didn't seem all that interested before that.
That will be all for now. I'm going to take a look at his room.
This is when we find out he
the
doesn't
key on
own
the
a
counter.
typewriter. Well, observe her.
This woman appears to be in a good mood.
Potato. Smile. Necklace. This is not...
Mrs. Marbury is in a good mood. She's working very precisely in producing incredibly thin peel.
This is not the behavior of someone who just found out they've been boarding a murderer.
I should check the register. Mrs. Marbury may have been hiding something from...
I don't think my register will help you.
But what if it does?
The truth is becoming apparent, and I have something to say to Mrs. Marbury.
I do? I guess I do.
Mrs. Marbury, if I am to believe the register, you rented room 306 to a certain Mr. Fishman on the day of the Bexhill murder. Room 306 is Cust's room. Can you explain yourself?
Yes, I remember. Just for one night as a favour. Mr. Cust was away, all my other rooms were taken, and poor Mr. Fishman had nowhere to go.
That's illegal.
You rented the same room to two people. Very profitable, but quite illegal.
But I didn't harm anyone. I was only helping everybody out.
That's a crime. That's a criminal crime. I'll have you know that that's a crime that I'm a detective. Okay, he does own a typewriter. That's a good first step. First, we should groom, naturally. We need to preen. Such is important. It's presumably medicine.
Laudanum Cameron's chemists. Laudanum, a medicine for coughs.
For Asher.
It is what Dr. Clark prescribed for Mrs. Asher. This subject would probably be useful to me.
And this is sedative.
Diethyl barbituric acid, Johnson Company. I know this medicine. It is a powerful sedative.
It does say sedative in big
this
letters.
This subject would probably be useful to me.
Let's look in his closet.
All the main articles referring to the ABC case are here, from the Churston murder onwards. Nothing before that date.
Here's his bathing
Most
dress.
probably the bathing dress repaired by Mrs. Marbury's expert hands. The Bexhill Daily paper, dated from the day of the Bexhill murder. Trousers, white shirts, everything has been washed very well.
Curious.
ABC guides, enough to sign about a dozen murders.
I think maybe he's a hitman. I think somebody else is behind it, maybe.
ABC guides, enough to sign about a dozen murders. It's closed.
Okay. Can I use the key to open it? No? It's closed.
It's closed.
Okay. That's it. I can't do anything about it unless I, open it.
How hopeful. This place is a real mess.
Okay, we got some slacks on the chair here. Never mind, it's a coat. Sure, that's the bed. Some dishes.
The least we can say that Mr. Cust is not very concerned about order and balance.
We know that the murders were meticulous. Obviously, someone can't be messy in their personal life and neat in their professional life. Is that the... Oh,
the
this
least
is
we
the
can
wide
say
view.
that Mr. Cust is not very concerned about order and balance.
Alright. Let's look at this. Got a knife. I can use this.
A long-bladed knife. A murderer's weapon.
No,
Subject
you just opened the
would
box.
probably be useful to me.
You just opened the box with it. Okay, let's observe these. Just in case they're not interactable.
It's an ABC. Cust is parsimonious. He keeps his pencils and sharpens them until there is nothing left. It is clear that he did not grow up in luxury.
Okay, we got
Did
ink.
Cust drop it when he opened the window? Or was it Mrs. Marbury while she was cleaning? I have to get the ribbon. How am I going to do it? Something is blocking the ribbon. The ribbon is jammed. I have to start by freeing it. Something is blocking the...
Yeah, I think...
The right-hand reel has been removed.
I'll do the same for the left-hand reel. Get this off.
The left-hand reel has been removed. Something is blocking the...
Something is blocking the ribbon. It just unblocked it. There we go.
And here is the ribbon. Let us see if it was indeed used to write the letters sent by ABC. I only need the ink ribbon for my inquiry. I will let Jack clean the keyboard if he wishes. All the letters announcing the murders were written on Cust's typewriter.
I want to look at the letter here now.
John Milligan, Managing Director, Silky Legs, Frederick Street, Leicester. To A.B. Cust, Marbury's Guest House, 1935, May the 21st. Dear Sir, further to our letters dated 5th and 10th of the month, we confirm we are you as door-to-door salesman, according to the conditions stated in our previous letters. We will send you the articles by mail and also a Redfield typewriter you will be using for every business letter. Regarding the schedule of your rounds, please do as following. June 21, Andover. Arrive by train the 20th in the evening and get a room at Station Hotel. Start your turn in the north part of the town. This letter establishes that Cust went to Andover, but the ink has hidden the destinations of his other trips. I know from Mrs. Marbury that he went to Churston. I just have to show that he went to Bexhill, and I will have proved that he was present at all the crime scenes.
This feels like a setup. Like, the serial killer would have, like, planned to go to all these, but this seems like it was just his assignment. Alright, let's... Where was Cust at the time of the Bexhill murder? Oh, it's rented to somebody else, so he wasn't home. And he bought a paper there. So...
The register shows that Cust did not sleep at the guest house on the day of the murder. Where was he? Bexhill. The Bexhill paper reveals it. Cust bought this newspaper in Bexhill on July the 25th.
Curious.
It is not the right time.
Never mind, it's not the right time. Oh, of course, I have to open this box. With my brand spanking new knife.
This nice knife is very useful. Who knows? Maybe it never cut anything other than string.
Yeah, this is
Stockings.
a pack of stockings.
Stockings.
Okay. Oh, I can look at this. Okay.
War of 1914-1918. By the King's order, the name of Corporal A.B. Cust, Devonshire Regiment, was published on the London Gazette on May the 10th, 1918, as mentioned in a dispatch for gallant and distinguished service.
Gallant and
An army
distinguished
dispatch. Wounded on the Somme front, victim of a gas attack, Corporal Cust greatly deserves his distinction.
Okay. So he's not lying about being a veteran. There's no more of the room over here.
It is not the right time.
But it's not the right time to leave. have to finish searching his room. Can I search his crockery? Is that anything? Under his rug, his chair? We looked at his desk. We looked at the room. Did I look at all these boxes?
ABC.
We examined all this. Fixed my hair.
The least we can say that Mr. Cust is
Yeah,
not
this is
very
done.
concerned about order and balance.
Did I miss something on his desk? 6 out of 6. There's not like more of the room I can go to. Like, what else is there to see? Do I have to look at this more? Is it like, hey, laudanum. It's laudanum. Poor Mr. Poirot.
I know this medicine.
Directions shake well. This is presumably for his PTSD.
This key bears the number 306.
Is it literally I didn't look at the key? Is that it? Saved.
It is not the...
No, it's not the right time. What else is there to search? Hold on, let me look at the controls. Oh, of course, there's no... I'm trying to see if there's a... Is there a thing to, like, show all the interactables? Oh my god, what am I missing? I don't have any modifiable objects, I just checked to see if any of them were modifiable. Can I use an object on anything here? Like, can I unjuice some of these? What about laudanum? My laudanum? Like...
I've finished with this subject.
Okay, I've finished with that object. What else is there to investigate? This better not be a bug.
It is not the right time.
It's not the right time. How about if you just work on your hair, Poirot? I'll figure out what we're supposed to do. Like, cause I can't look at his nightstand. It's the thing. It's like that's what I want to investigate. So there's just some drawers we haven't opened. And this is clearly like the edge of the cutaway scene. Like we could ask for help. We could use a clue. Oh,
This dark
okay.
stain.
Cool.
It could be blood, but goodness knows how long it has been there. No
There's
use
a
continuing the inspection of this room. I've seen all there is to see.
tiny spot of blood on the floor by the sink that was not visible. Alright, let's leave. I guess it's been in other scenes. It's just...
Goodbye, Mrs. Marbury. Thank you for your help.
Bye.
Ah, Chief Inspector. I was about to leave.
Good evening, Chief Inspector. Welcome. Please excuse me, I must go to the kitchen. I'll leave the key of Mr. Cust on the counter.
I'm sorry I'm late. I've spent ages with the Doncaster police. And you?
I have established one fact. On 3 occasions, Cust was at the scene on the day of the crimes.
Okay. Talk to Jack. Okay. First, I need to
I
look.
had best talk to Jack.
Never mind. I'd best talk to him.
I've listened closely to what you have to say, Poirot. For me, there's no doubt Cust is guilty. Do you have any element that might prove the contrary?
That is what we're going to look for. Let us now try and get our brain cells to work.
Is Cust guilty? I don't think so. I think he's been set up. Was it possible for Cust to have killed the 3 victims? Yes. Any common points between Cust and the killer? Typewriter. The knife. The guides. Is Cust's behavior suspicious? He keeps the newspapers. He lied about his destination. He had blood on it. But it's possible it was not him.
The evidence against Cust is overwhelming. His presence at the scenes, the knife, the blood-stained shirt, the ABCs in a box.
C'est vrai. However, the blood Mrs. Marbury saw on Cust's shirt may have been his own. According to his medical records, he suffers from hemoptysis. The murderer cut Sir Carmichael's throat from behind, and the blood spurted outwards. You would expect the murderer's shirt to be stained on the sleeves, not on the buttonholes, yet we see quite the opposite. You would expect the murderer to keep the newspaper articles about his crimes. But Cust's collection starts in Cheston, as if it discovered the case rather late.
I agree it's troubling, but it doesn't change my mind. There's small details that we should be able to clear up by questioning Cust.
When can we talk to him?
Doncaster is sending him to us on the first train.
Are they questioning him already?
He says he can't remember a thing.
He
It's
does suffer
plausible.
from amnesia.
Doctors say he suffers from absences and amnesia. Mrs. Marbury has confirmed this.
He may have done the murders in an altered state.
A familiar situation.
It's not enough to clear his name. Dr. Thompson insisted that even if you don't know what you're doing, you never commit a murder without wanting to.
Très intéressant. I shall remember that.
Right. I'll go and examine the suspect's room.
Chief Inspector, I took the liberty of removing a few clues to examinatum.
All right, we'll discuss them tomorrow. In the meantime, I'm going to see if you've missed something.
Nice try. I never miss anything except for that spot blood. But ignore that. Don't think about that. Don't think about that. To Scotty Yard.
To Scotland Yard, please.
Okay. Interrogation room. Time to question Cust.
This man is not in good shape.
Yeah, I mean, he's been accused of murder. I wouldn't be in good shape either.
He is worried and very tired. And other police have been hard on.
Okay, I should be less hard on him then.
What do you want from me?
Good day, Mr. Cust. I am Hercule Poirot.
Ah, you're the detective.
Yes, I am the person you have been sending the letters to.
I didn't write these letters. I've already said so.
You have forgotten.
Maybe you forgot that you wrote this letter.
Yes, it's true. Sometimes I forget. Maybe I did type them.
I don't believe you're a murderer.
I do not believe that you are capable of murder, Mr. Cust.
I hope not.
Talk about the army.
You suffered during the war.
It's true. I was wounded. I suffered. But the army was the only place I didn't feel inferior. No questions. Just orders to follow.
But ever since you were wounded, you have absences, bouts of amnesia.
And headaches.
He loves to follow
Professor
orders.
Clark treated you.
Yes, a few years ago he really helped me with my burned throat.
Get him to believe he's innocent.
Of course, you never considered killing a doctor who took such good care of you.
No, never.
You acknowledge going to
Do you
3
deny
times?
being at the scene of the crimes?
So? There was no harm in being there. It was only for my work.
You were seen at all the crime scenes.
Yes, I was. I travel a lot, but not for pleasure. I am terribly unwell in trains. But I had to respect my engagements. My employer gave me very precise written instructions about the towns I had to visit.
Let's see. The company you claim to work for, Silky Legs, has never heard of you. And as for these letters they sent you, they were written on your own typewriter.
The company sent me the typewriter when I started working for them.
Yes, but the letters were received afterwards.
Yeah, you typed them before sending them to yourself? Or it proves that you wrote them.
It proves that you wrote them.
I may have. Good God! I don't know what's happening to me. My head hurts terribly.
He is
Okay.
prey to a terrible
look good.
anxiety. Is it remorse? Or simply the pressure of the questioning and the danger?
I would say the latter.
He is in no state to reply.
Okay, but I can't question him.
He is prey to a... He is in no state to...
I guess I can give him, Oh, do I give him laudanum, or I think I give him his sedative. This is his medicine.
Take this. It will help you.
Oh, I think I'll be fine.
Let us see, Cust. Look at me. You know very well that you committed these murders?
Yes, I know.
But I'm not wrong in saying that you do not know why you committed them.
No, I don't.
Okay. talk to Jep.
Let us leave customer.
Okay, I'm done. Let's leave. We just got the red bar at the top. That was really throwing me.
And what conclusions have you drawn?
Plenty. It might help us to understand him a little better. Let us now try and get our brain cells to work.
Alright, this has got to be... What do we know about Cust's health? He has blood when he coughs. He suffers from absences. And he has a problem with his throat. Mentally and physically weak. Not really the profile of our killer. Any clues that do not support his guilt in the Churston murder. He had no reason to kill them. He did have stains on the buttonholes. The Churston murder, specifically. On the sleeves, not the button. Okay, the buttonholes is the front. For some reason, I was thinking like the cuffs. The clues that do not support Cust's guilt. Didn't recognize Poirot. Say without a shadow of doubt that he is guilty. No reason to kill them. He says he didn't write the letters.
I don't see any clearer than before. This is worse.
There is one point to highlight. C'est curieux. Cust admits that he killed, but he does not know why. What did Dr. Thompson say? Even if Cust killed while in an altered state, it still must have been his deepest desire. He must have had a motive.
But he does
Let's
not.
keep it simple. Never mind his motive. He confessed.
But you see, he can confess to anything and everything. He denied the murders and then he confessed to them. He confirmed that he never typed the letters. Then, with great ease, I managed to get him say quite the opposite.
Come on, he behaved like a guilty man. He lied to his landlady.
But that's normal.
Because deep down, he believes himself guilty. From the papers, he noticed that he had always been at the scene of the crimes. He must think that he killed and then simply forgot what he had done.
How can you be so sure?
Let us look at his psychological profile. You will understand my point of view. Let us now try and get our brain cells to work.
Is he clever? He didn't want, he just wanted to follow orders. He's mediocre. Is he sure of himself? He's hesitant and shy. He's easy to influence. Is he a seducer? He's fucking incredibly unassuming. He's without any God, we're just roasting this guy. Without any charm. He fucking hates trains. This man's the least autistic person I've ever met. He's cold. He's miserly.
You see? Cust's character is quite the opposite of the murderer's.
But if he's a madman, can we really talk about his character?
You know
Well,
very
then
well that our
just throw
murderer
everything
does not
out.
behave like a psychopath. Apart from the signature, there is no ritual repetition in the choice of victims.
Very well, you're right as always. So we have no confession, no culprit, no suspects, nothing. And all that after 2 months of inquiry? What should I do?
Have faith. Just give me 24 hours.
Go home. Okay. Is there literally anything in this scene, or does this scene only exist to go home and to go to Scotland Yard? There's literally nothing in this scene.
To White Haven, please.
Cust's arrest is a great success for you, Poirot. It's all clear now, except maybe 1 or 2 details.
Details. Ah, mon ami. The devil is in the detail, as we say.
Excuse me?
Patience, Hastings. Everything will be clear once our guests arrive. Best be prepared. Slip a revolver into your pocket before they do.
Oh, shit.
A revolver? But Poirot, what are you afraid of?
Trust me. It is important you carry a weapon for this meeting. I will lend you mine.
What about telling me what you have in mind?
Surtout pas. You wouldn't be able to play your role. Wait 1 moment, I will bring you my weapon.
Alright, what the fuck are we doing here? Is that a fucking gator? Okay, presumably we keep our revolver at our desk. Because that's what a person would do, right?
Daily Flicker, September 11th, 1935. His name is A.B. Cust. He's struck in Andover, strangled in Bexhill, stabbed in Churston. His latest victim would have been Dick D. Dunbar. Thanks to the quick intervention of...
Oh shit, there was another thing there. I just want to zip past all this.
The Lancet, September 11th, 1935. General Medical Journal. Our assertion has just been confirmed by Professor Thompson, a Scotland Yard expert.
They're just
But his
talking
amnesia,
about it like he's the
whether
real
real
murderer.
or pretended, does not alter the fact that he was perfectly lucid.
Is simply not the case. Alright, where's my fucking gun? Should I keep it in this book? Hastings hunting.
Hastings' photo album. He is very proud of his bag.
Okay.
Churston, Devon, population 500 inhabitants. Hourly.
Okay, this is not relevant. Where do I keep my fucking gun, man? By the door? Where's the frickin' revolvers in this house? Unless it's just in my fucking inventory. No. Is it in here?
The white ammunition are blank cartridges. The others are real bullets. The revolver is loaded with blancs. I still have time to choose real bullets.
It's loaded with blancs. No. We're doing blanks. Here you go, bud.
Voila, I entrust you with my weapon. It has hardly been used, it is almost new.
Gandhi mustache, presumably for the blanks.
Chief Inspector, is that you?
Yes. Sorry, but we haven't found anything.
Have you checked the typewriter?
And the packaging, the letter, and the ribbon reel. We've only found prints left by Cust and his landlady.
But he was
Well,
wearing
never
gloves.
mind, I shall make do.
So,
wouldn't have
are
left
you still
prints.
going to hold your meeting?
Of course, Chief Inspector. I can hear my guest coming up the stairs.
Why have you brought us here, Mr. Poirot?
Since Cust's arrest, I thought it was all done and dusted. Miss Gray formally identified him, as well as Miss Barnard.
Yes, and the stockings he saw drove the same brand as the ones found at my aunt's.
This is all true. However, a case is not closed if some questions remain open. And one question is, why did the murderer send me his letters? Why did he challenge me, Hercule Poirot?
Perhaps he wanted to play with you, to taunt you.
Xenophobia? Maybe he didn't like you because you're foreign.
I may be wrong, but maybe by provoking you, he was looking for glory?
All these theories should be studied. Let us now try and get our brain cells to work.
Why did the murderer make a mistake in the address? Caused the letter to be delivered late. The late arrival saved the murderer. Body was still warm. Always warned Poirot. Mistake is intentional. Why did the killer send his letters to Hercule Poirot? I don't think it's xenophobia. I don't think it's inferiority complex. Like, I think it's to, like, outwit him. No? Well, it's none of those, I guess. He wrote to Poirot because his address is not very well known?
Is everything clear now?
What?
You might like to explain your reasoning again.
Of course. First of all, remember that the murderer made it a rule to always post his letter before the murder. He never digressed from that rule. However, in Churston, he encountered a problem. The village has only 500 inhabitants. With advance warning, it would be easy to arrest him. Therefore, the murderer delayed his letters deliberately with the wrong address. The plan wouldn't have worked if he'd sent it to Scotland Yard or the papers because everybody knows their addresses. The mistake would have been corrected and the letter would have been on time. That is why the murderer chose me as the recipient.
Because for his plan to succeed, it was necessary for at least one of the letters to have a wrong address and get lost. It was very cunning.
Absolument. It is a very subtle plan. It matches the profile we have drawn up of him perfectly. That of an intelligent, daring and calculating murderer.
But that's not how you describe Cust.
You are quite right, mademoiselle. Like you, I find it hard to believe that this dull character is the clever murderer we are looking for.
Of course, it's not
Do
Cust.
madmen... I mean, if he's mad, he might have two very different sides.
No doubt. But the murderer is not mad. All the specialists agree that he does not have the profile of the psychopath.
But if Cust is not guilty, how do you explain his presence at the scene of the crimes?
Mr. Clark, the answer to your question is in the medical records of your brother's patients. Documents which Cust most certainly did not have access to. Let us now try and get our brain cells to work.
What do we know about Cust? He's easily influenced. Wounded in the war. And he's a door-to-door salesman. I mean, it said the answer's in the records. Is it? Okay, yeah, he was wounded. He's mentally fragile and he's lonely. Okay. How to explain his presence. This is he's a door-to-door salesman. Is it not? He's a door-to-door salesman, and then... Thus was manipulated. The killer made him go to the towns so as to hide his tracks. He did not kill, and he did not have medical records. Okay.
Dr. Clark's patient's records provided a very useful list of potential victims, sorted by alphabetical order. The killer definitely used it, explaining the fact that all the victims were former patients of the doctor. It is this fact that clears Cust once and for all, because he never had access to these records. So how did he happen to be at the scene of the crimes? Either the murderer sent him there, or Cust was following him closely. Cust's highly suggestible nature leads us to the second hypothesis. The murderer was manipulating him. He systematically sent Cust to the towns where he was going to strike.
Oh, and
so
his
that
name
the
was
suspicion
published.
would land on the poor man's shoulder.
That's evil. What sort of killer could have such a plan? And what would he gain from 3 completely different murders?
Indeed, it seems unlikely that the same murderer committed all the crimes. What should we take from that?
Three murderers? That seems crazy. Yeah, just one murder is of interest. I think these were to cover it up.
Just one murder was of benefit to the murderer. The others were just diversions. On reflection, there is only one conclusion. The murderer killed once out of interest, and twice to divert our attention. This reasoning points at 2 potential culprits.
Franklin Clark.
Donald Fraser?
Yes, mademoiselle. That's good thinking. Mr. Fraser may have killed Betty out of jealousy. Mr. Clark may have killed his brother in order to inherit his large fortune. Both have a motive.
But Donald did not have access to Dr. Clark's records.
Please allow me to disagree with you, mademoiselle.
Donald's firm worked for Clark.
He works for Court and Brunskill, one of whose clients was Sir Carmichael.
It doesn't prove that I went to Comeside.
You could have done it, and you may have used the opportunity to take a look at Sir Carmichael's records.
You think I'm guilty?
You or Mr. Franklin Clark?
That's ridiculous.
Both of you have a motive. The question is, which of you has the profile that most resembles the murderer? Let us
It's
now
Franklin
try
Clark.
and get our brain cells to work.
I mean, I called this. It's Franklin Clark. Is Donald clever? He's a bright man with a promising career ahead of him. And he likes trains. We know he likes trains. She's sure of himself. He's doubtful. Is he a seducer? He's a bit of a charmer, I suppose. I don't know if I would pick that picture. He likes train. He's a train boy. Is he impulsive? He's quick-tempered, which does not match up. Is he generous? He's generous.
Ladies and gentlemen, Donald may share many character traits with the murderer, but he does not have his cold indifference. He has a temper. It is hard to imagine him planning anything. Also, jealousy is his motive, and crimes of passion are rarely planned.
Right, I suppose it's my turn to be subjected to the same scrutiny.
Absolument, Mr. Clark.
Damn right.
Let us now try and get our brain cells to work.
Is Franklin clever? He is indeed clever. He's a good student. Is Franklin sure of himself? That's generous. That's his seducer. He's self-confident, very plucky and sure of himself. Is he a seducer? Already seducing Miss Gray. So shortly after his brother's death. Does he like trains? Yeah, the railway children. There we go. Is he impulsive? That's generous. He's cold. He's a cold-blooded guy. He's generous. Again, I think generous as a trait is insane in this
As you have
psych
all
profile.
seen, there is a disturbing similarity between Mr. Clark's profile and that of the killer. In actual fact, it is exactly the same.
Mr. Poirot, your psychological studies are interesting, but your conclusions do not add up. Why would I have wished my brother's death? The inheritance is lawfully mine. I just have to wait.
No, you had to act quickly.
Because of Thora Gray.
Because of
giving
Miss
this
Gray.
shit away.
Mademoiselle, although you haven't been telling the truth, there is no doubt in my mind that you would have found a way to marry Sir Carmichael after Lady Clark's death. For you, Mr. Clark, it was a disaster. If Miss Gray had children by your brother, you would not have inherited a thing. You realized the danger after reading several letters from Comside, especially one in which your brother opened his heart to you. So you hurried home from China, and you took action. In truth, Cust was no more than a puppet manipulated by the real culprit. You, Mr. Clark.
Such an imagination, Mr. Poirot. In fact, nobody manipulated Cust. The famous instructions he received by post. He wrote them on the typewriter. We know that for sure.
Oh no. You know perfectly well.
Also, we
That
didn't
is not
talk
true.
about that. That's not public knowledge, I don't think.
Eh bien voilà. Light has now been shed on the ABC murders.
Your theories are ingenious, but you haven't any proof.
One point to him. For the moment, I have no material proof. Either I admit to it, or I bluff.
Bluff. I think we lie about the fingerprints.
One thing proves it. The prints you left on Cust's typewriter.
Enough.
Oh, of course you wiped the typewriter before sending it. But not carefully enough. Scotland Yard has found your print along with those of Cust.
I understand why you never wanted to lend me your new typewriter, and why you were searching through your brother's things. And the hole you dug on the moors. What did you hide there? The knife you used to kill your brother?
Game, set, match. You win, Mr. Poirot. But it was worth trying.
Nice try. I didn't even see a fucking fingerprint.
Don't come near me!
Nice try, bud.
I'll never let you take me, Mr. Poirot.
Aha, but I have filled it with blanc.
I'm sorry, Mr. Clark, there is no easy death for you. I expected your reaction, so I used blanks. I'm sorry, mademoiselle, but your second chance has been lost. Franklin Clark will never inherit his brother's fortune.
Nice try, bud. These little vignettes with full-ass loading screens between them is really
Disappointed
funny.
at having missed the chance to become Lady Clark, Thora Grey left England. Donald Fraser and Megan Barnard married. On Poirot's recommendation, Mary Drower started to work for Lady Clark. The elderly lady's condition suddenly took a turn for the better. And a few months later, to Dr. Logan's great surprise, she was back on her feet again. According to this eminent physician, it appears to be an extremely rare case of spontaneous remission. Lady Clark has enjoyed very good health ever since. Journal of an Innocent, the incredible story of ABC. As for A.B. Cust, after being advised by Poirot, he made a great deal of money by selling his story to the press. And as for me,
Got something out of it.
and with business booming, the Black Swan has become the #1 tourist attraction in the whole of Yorkshire, even more popular than York Minster.
More popular than York Minster? Wow, that's a big deal. I know what that is. I know that location. Well, there we go. That was a fun little sesh. It's got some issues. I appreciate the sort of twist, the like misdirect with ABC. I think that's like a good flip, that it's like it's not this guy. It's not a like crazed psycho killer. It's like, no, this guy was manipulated. He was an easy target. His name had been published after the war as like a person of valor, so like he could have been found. We did just fucking roast him when we did his psych profile, which was really mean. But that is a fun little mystery. It feels pretty low budget, but I enjoyed it. I got this game as a gift from a friend who got it in a key bundle, so I did not purchase this game. Full disclosure, but I thought it was enjoyable. Am I gonna go back and get all the achievements I missed? Fuck no. I'm absolutely not gonna try and get max ego points. I'm not gonna do any of that shit. That seems incredibly tedious. The controls suck. But as like a playable mystery, it was fun. I enjoyed it. Yeah, 120 ego points that we missed. I'm not touching that with a 10-foot pole. It was fun. I'm gonna uninstall it and probably not think about it again, but I enjoyed playing it. So that's something. Let's see. Let me... right now, can I send you up here? Is this doable? No. Alright, well, I will see you all next time. I'll get my schedule up tomorrow. And then I will see you all probably Monday for Mahjong. Bye, everyone.